Hey guys, John Lord here. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. I've been very busy with my work. I've been tired. I haven't really felt like uploading lately. But today, I present to you my official review of The Nun. So, The Nun is a prequel to the first two Conjuring movies along with the Annabelle spin-off series in that same franchise. Normally, I don't usually go see prequels, remakes, sequels, or anything like that, as Hollywood's been overdoing it with the sequels, remakes, prequels, and same thing with the video game industry with the remasters, sequels, prequels, etc., etc. But this one was different. I decided to give it a chance since it was billed the darkest chapter in the Conjuring franchise, and I wanted to see if it lived up to the test. Since this was set 3 years before the events of Annabelle creation, about 18 years before the events of Annabelle, 20 years before the events of the first Conjuring movie, and 26 years before the events of the second Conjuring movie. I went to see it on opening night, and I was originally going to give it 3.5 stars out of 5, but that ending, though, changed my mind on that. I decided I'm going to give it 4.5 stars out of 5. And I will explain why momentarily. In the second Conjuring movie, the moviegoers are introduced to this demonic entity named Valak that has taken on the form of an evil nun to mock our protagonist's religious affiliation. And in the movie The Nun, we get to see Valak's origin and how it came to be and how the whole evil nun persona came about. And as for the plotline of the movie, I'm not spoiling anything. I'm not going to spoil the ending. I'm not Smokey Dog. So here it goes. The movie is set in 1952, and this British nun in training named Sister Irene is asked to accompany this priest from the Vatican to this place in Romania called the Abbey of St. Carta, where this nun had allegedly killed herself. And in the Catholic Church, suicide is a major sin. The goal of this whole operation is to see if the abbey is still holy or not. And upon arrival in the town, Sister Irene and the priest are greeted by this French-Canadian guy who usually goes by Frenchie. But pay attention to the whole French-Canadian part if you've seen the first two Conjuring movies already. And they go to the Abbey of St. Carta to determine if it's still a holy ground or not, and it's not. I'm not going to tell you the whole plot line of the movie since I don't want to spoil anything for those of you who haven't seen any of the Conjuring films yet, and because I'm not Mr. Smokey Dog 7. This whole movie does give us a really good insight on how the demon character Valak came and how it ties into the rest of the franchise. I got some pretty good scares during this film. I even had goosebumps during several scenes. And even during one scene, there was something I was not expecting that even caused me to jump out of my seat, causing some beer to spill into my lap. Yes, I went to a theater that has a liquor license. The only drawbacks of the film is that a lot of the scary moments, well, I did get a good scare, were kind of predictable. And it was a little slow towards the beginning after the really scary beginning part. But the ending is what really scared me the most and what ultimately decided in me giving a 4.5 out of 5 stars instead of a 3.5. The ending, Frenchie gets injured and something really bad happens after that. I'm not going to say what it is. What happens with Frenchie in the end ties this film to the first Conjuring movie and eventually the rest of the story leading up to Valak's demise in The Conjuring 2. Before I conclude this video, I have one last major thing I'd like to discuss. Remember how I had you people in my comment section doing a homework assignment on this here Alligator Head? Well, I I have decided to extend the deadline for sending me in your Alligator Head essays. If you can write me an essay on how I obtained this alligator head and the wonderful story of how it came into my possession by, let's see, Tuesday, I will grade them, and whoever has the best essay will be crowned Typer of the Week or Typer of the Month. The reason I'm extending the deadline is because I've only had 2 people write essays, and both of them are really, really good. Even though I admit one seems to be really better than the other. So if anyone else has any Alligator Head essays they want to bring in, please, and type in the comments section. Please type them in the comments section below, and I will grade them preferably Tuesday or whenever I have time to. But in the meantime, also stay tuned for my review video of Paradise PD, this new show on Netflix by the same people that made Brickleberry, that aired on Comedy Central from 2012 to 2014 before being canceled after 3 seasons. After I finish watching season 1 of Paradise PD, I'll have a review video of that, and then I'll grade your Gator Head essays. Well, that is it for today, folks. Peace.